Hello everyone, Racermon here. I'm back with my Powerstroke mod, which still has no, model on the engine, which is not really, it doesn't really bother me, because who really looks at the engine? I sure don't. I don't know about you, so, yeah. So, first off, because this video is on, the Beamng.Drive mod page, whatever, let me know what you want from this mod, because I don't know. I've kind of run out of things to do with it. I've done a little side exit exhaust, and I've done a straight pipe, which is only available for the regular cab at this point. This is version 0.9. Now whenever it gets to version 1, that's when I'm basically going to close out this entire thing. So if you have anything below, and you see in the description what I might be putting in. Like, I might 3D model a turbo and everything, but I'm not sure yet. So, yeah. We've got the original version, and we have a ETK 856 TX, the 800 series. Now, there's a reason why I have it here, and if you did see the last video, then you know exactly why it's here. If you didn't see the last video, then you don't know why it's here. The ETK 856 TX is the last vehicle that configuration of truck raced, and it won. But it had the stage 3 turbocharger. Today we have an adjustable turbocharger. Its peak PSI is about 89, and it's only useful about above 3,000 RPM. So I'll give you an example of it now. Oh, forgot to tune it. Oops. You have to change it because I set the default basically to stage, well, basically original turbocharger. So now it's set to 89 psi, as of which the engine almost overheats at this point with that turbocharger. So it is recommended to put the high performance radiator, but it can work with the heavy duty one. So there's 22 psi. Seems pretty average. 1500 RPM makes sense. But just watch the PSI as we go up through the RPMs. As you can tell, it goes from about 50 to 80 at 3000. There's 60. Whoop. Bad brakes. It weighs like 6,300 pounds. I don't know what to expect from that. So, it's a good comparison. I'm gonna go ahead and back this up here. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's go. God. I am struggling. Here we go. Again, just like last time, a really bouncy suspension. So there we are. Now let's bring the ETK 856 over. And let's jump it. Works for me. So the ETK 856 TX has... Oof, I think it has a V6. I don't know if it's a straight 6. It has a 6-cylinder though, which is apparently really sporty. So let's go ahead and take a look whenever we get this sitting side by side of the D series. Let's take a look inside this hood. I am not feeling the greatest today. Boy oh boy. Oh, that's the bumper. Cool. It has a V6 apparently, I think. Is it? Or is it a straight 6? It's a straight 6. Okay, cool. Did not know that. Now I know. The more you know. So now to give you an idea, I remember back in the last video, we got the truck brake boosted with the stage 2 transmission, but at the time it had no like stages. It was only one transmission. So this time round, we have, it's the stage 1 transmission. So it's going to hold a higher RPM, higher PSI, but there's no way to idle it up and increase the PSI like I did before. And that was the stage 3. So now whenever I have it sitting like this, and I do this, it doesn't exactly help. So let's have this ready, and we'll have this ready. So if I remember correctly, here we go. And it just destroys the ETK 856TX in a straight line. It just murders it. And as you can see, that it's about to overheat, but then it hits its highest RPM, usually, and then it decreases without ever overheating, which is good, because that means you can basically run a drag race and not worry. What's the speed of the ETK8? Wow, it's only going 133. Wow. Boosh. You see, now last time, in the last video, I forgot about the impact detected stopping car, which is on the left side. I forgot about that. I did not remember that was a thing. But now I do remember. So now I'm going to change out this ETK. What is it exactly? An 800 series? It is an 800 series. Wow. Good job, freaking Beamng. Let's see. Let's get, I don't know. The TT Sport is the last official one. And it has a turbocharged V6. No, i6. And it's a performance class of 8. Oh my gosh. I vote ripperonis and pepperonis. Wow, okay. I thought I released it. Come on. Who's ready? Oh boy. It's close. That is significantly close. Oh, the D series is going to hit its top speed. Yep, there it is. Wow, that is impressive. Wow. And this is with the basically a recreation of the weight of a F250. I don't know what the differentials are right. I'm using 355s on this. Transmission, I still don't remember if I got it by the specs, because my gears are a bit weird. But yeah. As for all that's in this mod is, let's go ahead and browse through all the parts. We have one side exit exhaust that I made. It had two at one point. So if you're one of those people that got this mod whenever it had two of them, you should keep the second one. Let's see. Right, under the engine we have the 4 turbochargers, and apparently my other mod, which is a 3.0 Vulcan engine, apparently a supercharger is available, which I don't remember if it increases the RPM or not. Right, it doesn't work. I don't know why. We'll put the stage 3 back on. We have the torque shift 6-speed automatic transmission. We have 2 different ones because, well, different strengths for different things. That's about it. I mean, it's not too much. If I switch to the standard frame, or basically the regular frame, you can change from the side exit to the straight pipe. The straight pipe, honestly, to me, looks better than the V8 side exit. Oh, this looks really weird. But yeah, they both work very well, and they both crash very well. The straight pipe, for some reason, though, on the rear, the last piece, where the quote-unquote smoke comes out, that, for some reason, will never ever break. So if I was to hit this into a wall at, let's say, I don't know, 100, because it's possible. Let's go ahead and get it turned. Come on. Come on. Let's say about 100. The front part breaks where the engine is, so the exhaust keeps the rest of it together. And I could break the rest of it. But as you can see, that last piece that emits the smoke does not ever break off. As you can kind of tell. So now the exhaust is just flailing around. And I don't know why that happens. It's just a little thing that happens. Now if I spawned up the same truck, so basically I can clone it, boop, and then grab the ETK8 series and unspawn it because I don't need it. Then if I swap the exhaust over to the side exit, as of which the exhaust should work on both of them without any body parts. So we can test that in a bit. So there's the side exit, and the side exit, it tends to break sometimes, but it's not too noticeable if you have some okay-ish crashes, not really high speed like this. As of which, right there, it actually held up. So let's try another one. Or actually, I know another one that we could do, which is, we have the truck back there, and we're going to have this truck over here. We're going to hit this truck on the right side to show you that that exhaust, it's not exactly perfect. Then again, it's a mod. Do you really expect it to be perfect? So let's go ahead and get that right here. We'll have it doing this just for reasons, and let's go ahead and hit that truck. As of which, not sponsored, but I'm drinking a 7-Up. Oof, so nice. Anyway, here we go. We're gonna get 100 times slow-mo on this because why not? We're going 100 miles an hour. I guess it works, you know. I'll switch to this camera. The straight pipe does hold up extremely well. As you can tell, it's not really moving. Now the exhaust that's down here, it has not broke. Wow. That is impressive. That is actually really impressive. Can I separate the two, please? There we go. The exhaust is actually holding up. That is really impressive. So both of them held up. That engine does not work anymore. This one does. And it still drives. I really did not expect that. So yeah, this is basically the 6.0 mod with the Powerstroke. I am still gonna get sounds at some point. That is pretty well an objective because I use this mod frequently. I basically love it because I've created it and it's my truck. So yeah, my truck still has about $1,000 worth of stuff to get till it's ready. So when it's ready, you'll know because you'll hear custom sounds. Hopefully. But either way, I'm the creator of the 6.0 diesel engine for the D series, aka the Powerstroke. I'm also Racemon, and I'll see you later.